Hello, welcome to the final week of COMM 218. This is my final assignment on persuasive presentation. My persuasive presentation is about a virtual workplace. I will be highlighting some of the benefits of a virtual workplace. Some of those highlights are freedom, location, the advantages and also the disadvantages of a virtual workplace, and the future of a virtual workplace. What is a virtual workplace, you may ask? A virtual workplace is the ability to take your standalone working environment, put it in your pocket, and move it around to anywhere you would like to go. It is like being a nomad while working. The home office can be your virtual workplace. A hotel can be your virtual workplace. Virtual workplace is pretty much work, but you're not confined to being at a manufacturer, a cubicle, or even a small office. Yes, you can say it is sort of like working at home, but it's much more flexible than that. What do you need in order to create a virtual workplace? Communication is always the key to almost anything and everything. When you are mobilizing from one place to another, the power of communication technology is more powerful than ever before in the 21st century. Communication technology is what drives and enables more and more people to feasibly work from home or anywhere they chose to. Of course, each job will vary from situation to situation, but still it bears the same principle of virtual workplace. The high availability of technology had many people turning their home office into their own working environment. In many cases, the road can even be the very virtual workplace environment that people chose because they like to travel and work so much. In other words, virtual workplace is available in just about any location you want to make it. It is all about mobility, but all with the ability to communicate between the actual organization and wherever your location may be. The technology needed and are highly available for virtual workplaces are: what kind of person does not carry a cell phone in today's age? In many cases, a smartphone, where it can almost completely replace a mobile PC or computer because it is so technologically advanced, small, and easy to carry around. In the old days, they had hardwired telephone where it was almost impossible to even move 5 feet away from it without getting disconnected. With the aid of hands-free technology, people often conduct work and drive at the same time, which is highly not recommended, but the age of telephone had evolved tremendously. The internet is another source of virtual workplace enablement. The internet is the most resourceful and highly used form of work-related technology when it comes to virtual workplace. The internet allows individuals to share all kinds of various resources, from pictures, music, documents, and much more at the speed of light. The cost of transportation of the internet is nothing more than a monthly internet bill through your ISP provider. There is absolutely no shipping and handling costs involved or any means of transportation required to use the internet, just as long as you have a network access. The use of computers is a very powerful tool when it comes to virtual workplace. The computer is pretty much the lifeline of business everywhere. Without computers of any kind, business will cease to exist in today's world of business. Unlike the old days, again, computers are now more mobile and more versatile than ever. It is wireless, fast, light, and it is designed to absolutely migrate with people everywhere. Mobile devices have become a very significant part of virtual workplace environment simply because of its limitless versatility to aid an individual to perform their work tasks. An individual can migrate easily from one place to the next with the ability to talk, text, and share data all through the use of mobile devices like a smartphone, netbook, or even a highly advanced notebook. With the combination of cloud-based storage, data can be saved, stored, transferred, shared, retrieved, and even backed up from just about anywhere in the world as long as there is internet access. One of the major advantages of virtual workplace is being able to create your own personal arrangement of work ethics. You can set up your own schedule and work at your own pace just as long as you get the work done within the required time frame requested by either your client or management. The freedom to have mobility at your own disposal is another great benefit to virtual workplace. Imagine yourself walking around wherever and whenever you like while getting your tasks done as required. There is no need to have management look over your shoulders and telling you what to do. Is really the freedom to work at your own leisure. Perhaps one of the best things about virtual workplace is to cut costs from many expenses. There are tons of expenses from traveling to work and back home. Expenses like traveling long distance, tolls, gas, and even frustration can even lead to road rage, which ultimately lead to high insurance premiums. Frustration can cause accidents and then a ripple effect. Hundreds of people every year gets into an accident commuting back and forth between work and home. The accident usually happens when drivers get distracted and frustrated. In virtual workplace, setting up an individual can commute less. Less commute means less in gas, less tolls, and even less time wasted sitting in traffic jams. Statistically, traffic jams cost businesses millions and even billions of dollars every year. A virtual workplace is not for everybody. Working alone requires a great deal of concentration, self-discipline, and the person has to know how to motivate themselves without management telling them what to do. One of the many drawbacks from working remotely is when it comes time to collaborate with the rest of the workers, it is not as effective as being physically within the group. It can still be done, but just not as effective in practical terms. This environment requires a high dependency on technology. In the event of a natural disaster, which can knock out power and network access, ultimately leading to an interruption in business interactions. This is where a backup generator can help, but it's not always the case. This virtual environment is a very technology-driven base. The help of advanced technology had propelled the future of virtual workplace to grow more and more commonly every day. It is definitely publicly feasible provided that the employer also agrees and conduct a well-thought environment of virtual workplace setup. Business employers has the potential to save millions, if not billions, of dollars from virtual workplace setup. However, even with the high feasibility of virtual workplace, there will always be a need for traditional workplace. Sometimes somebody has to pick up the slack and do the dirty work, whether they like it or not. And there will always be a need in the traditional workplace environment. Virtual workplace lifestyle. Individuals will get less stress when they feel they undergo more freedom. Those that are trapped in a cubicle will feel the stress of many traditional working environments. Those with freedom and willingness to work at their own will tends to eat better. They balance between their work and their personal agenda better than those that are always stressed out at work. And many workers that are traditionally working had to commute long hours each day, which is very stressful to your health. The overall health of a person with virtual workplace lifestyle will significantly feel better and live a healthier lifestyle.